There's another view. You can see the view way out there. Looks pretty cool. Alrighty guys, so I'm at another spot in the burned out area. I'm gonna climb up another ridge where it burned, that I think burned even worse than the last ridge that I was on. So I'm gonna head up this ridge and see how bad it's burned. There's a few spots I could see where it looked like trees were, whole sections of woods were burnt out, so I'll see if I can find that. If this is the wrong ridge, that's fine, we'll just go over to the next ridge and go up the right ridge, I guess, but I think this is the correct one. The spot where yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the correct one here, so we'll head up here and see what we can find. Alrighty guys, so I made it a little bit further up the ridge, and as you can see, it's definitely getting significantly worse. The ground right here, I don't know if you can see or not on my camera, but it's like blackened a lot more. Some good blackened spots there. Look at this. You can see it's like the ground is getting blackened now, like this kind of thing. It was on the other ridge. Here again, I hope I'm on the right ridge that I was wanting to go on and not on another one, but it's looking, this ridge is looking much worse. I think I'm actually going to head up on this side here. It looks worse. Yeah, I'm gonna head up on this side here and go over there. Like, look at this. Look at the view though. Got a good view, but look at this here. It's like burnt. Pretty bad. Just as bad as it was on the other ridge now. Again, I hope. Oh, goodness. Wow. This is crazy. I hope this is the right ridge. I think this is the spot where I said I could see earlier. It was just like a big burned out area. Like the rhododendrons are burnt off, just stubs. Whoa, this tree is charred way up really high. Like this tree is charred up almost up to the top. I think it's charred. Like, I don't know if you can see, it's charred all the way up to the top of there. It's crazy. Must have been 100-foot tall flames right in here. Look at this. It's just charred. It's not dead, but it's not burned on the inside, but the wood is dry. But yeah, this is crazy. I think this is that big open spot that I was talking about. There's just like a big wide open slash kind of on the side of the mountain. There's like hardly any trees. But yeah, that tree there is charred up pretty high. This tree here is charred up really high. Just like, yeah. It's wild, dude. I have not seen anything like this before. Just like everything's burnt off. It's really open. Let's come down here and take a look at that tree yet. Come down here a little bit, take a look at it down here just a bit, and then I'll head on up further. Yeah, wow. This is crazy. It's like a big wide open space. And they just like burnt off any trees that were here. Yeah, just burned. Look at the ground. The ground's just black, as you can see. You can see some dead pine trees. Everything's just black. Way down through there. Down here it gets a little thicker down there. It's the spot up there where it's a little bit more open. So I wanna head on up through. You can see that tree right there is just charred. Fire was really hot through here, obviously. This is definitely the right ridge. I think this is the this is definitely that big open area I was talking about. So yeah, it's cool. I was kind of trying to make sure I made it up here, but yeah. Set up here on these rocks. Whoa, look at that. We're not that high up. The mountain is quite a bit higher yet, but still pretty decent. But yeah, that over there is the other ridge. So we're on the right. I know where this is a burnout spot I was looking for. I'm very certain it is. I'm quite confident about that because, I mean, as you can see, there's not a lot of trees. Like out there, there's not a lot of trees. It's kind of a really open space. It's just kind of a really open space all the way down, so I'm quite certain this is the right spot. So yeah, I think I made it. That's cool. That tree right there, it's not all burnt down, but top is burned off. So obviously the flames are really high in this area for sure. Let's see what more is up here. I'm just gonna walk up this whole thing up towards the top, up through this open area. It'll be much easier to walk up through into the wow. I have not seen this before. This tree is up. This tree here got burned from trying through. Fell down. Yeah, this is that big old opening that I've seen posted enough times now, but anyway. The tree's charred off, all burned off. So it just runs off. Alrighty guys, so I'm just kind of resting here a little bit, and you can see there's another spot where it's burned pretty bad. You can see the ground's just like blackened, and it's just like everything just down through there. That's how it is up here. It's pretty incredible. It's getting pretty steep. It was pretty steep there, and it's pretty steep up here. I'll get heading up a little bit longer yet. I may have to stop before long, but I'll see where I can get to. So yeah, I'll see like these pine trees, like that one up there, and all those just like charred, dead. That's what a wildfire can do. That's why you don't want to. That's why I want to make sure you put your fires out when you're camping. You don't want. Do you really want to turn a forest into this kind of thing? I don't think so. So just be careful out there with your fires. This is what will happen. Anyway, I'm gonna keep heading on up. Alrighty, so I went up to the, almost up to the top of the mountain, on top of the ridge. Now I'm working my way down. Got into another really badly burnt area here again. It's pretty steep down through here, as you can see. Everything's charred badly. I'm gonna be blackened by the time I get back. Anyway, I hope I'm going down the right spot. You're gonna have to plow your way through. It's basically the name of the game. I gotta get down, just like slide underneath, kind of. Whoa. There's a little path there. Head this way. Gotta head across this way. Ultimately though, the main thing is that I get back down to the bottom. Not so much where we get down. So I'm gonna try to make sure I keep moving on down. Regardless of which direction I go. Sorry about that. They're so thick. Oh, come on. This way. Look at this. Here's another massively burned out area. It looks, I mean, it's basically the same thing, so it'll probably get kind of boring, but it's just crazy. Like, look at this. That side of the mountain, or that side of the ridge that got burned the worst, because that's where the wind would have grabbed it and just made it take off like crazy. Anyway, I need to keep on moving down, so I'm gonna turn you off and keep going. Alright guys, so we're down a little ways off the mountain. You can see the mountain up there. We're down here more in the flat area, so we need to keep moving, heading on down. So we're coming down this way. Still a little ways down the bottom yet, but not much. And the spot where I need to get to is on this side. So again, like I said, I don't want to go too far this way and get off track and get mixed up. But I also don't want to be too, I mean, I want to be more on this side. If I'm too far that way, then I have to walk a ways to get back. So I'll try to stay on this side. Wow, look at this. Here's some ginormous sinkholes. This isn't the creek, but massive sinkholes here, so wow, that is crazy. I'm gonna go around this and head on down there. Ooh. Yeah, there's not a lot of anything interesting down there, but look at this. That looks kind of interesting there. That might have been a tree, but whoa, that sinks down so deep. Shoo, how do I get out of here? I don't know what that is. Come over here. Here's another big one. I don't know if that's a cave or what that is. I missed what I'm supposed to come out at. Again, I came across a stream when I came up here, so I'll need to make sure I go back across there. Alright guys, so we made it back down off the ridge, thankfully. We found the coal road, got on the coal road, and found our car, so we're good to go. I ended up coming off the coal road. Or coming off this road. I ended up coming off this road up there pretty far. So thankfully it was still close enough to the vehicle where I could see it and get back. But yeah, I almost missed it, so that was pretty close. But anyway, thankfully I saw that we came down here safely, so let's go ahead and get going, and hope you enjoyed the adventure, and we'll keep on going to the next one.